Let me guess, you're on Upwork, you're on Fiverr, and you're sending out proposals after proposals. You're burning through your connects, you're spending your precious time, and all you hear in return is absolute silence. It's deafening, right? It feels like you're just shouting into a black hole while you watch other freelancers, some with less experience than you, land the amazing projects you know you're perfect for. You have to wonder, what's the secret? Is there some secret handshake you don't know about? Well, I'm here to tell you that there is a secret, but it's not some complicated code. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact deceptively simple strategies I use to cut through all that noise and build a six-figure freelance business. We are not talking about those generic copy and paste templates that everyone else is using. We are talking about crafting a proposal so sharp and so personal that clients feel like you are reading their minds and are excited to hit reply. I've sent hundreds, maybe thousands of proposals on these platforms. I've learned from every single one, the good, the bad, and the ones that were just plain ignored. The difference between getting ghosted and getting hired almost always comes down to the first two sentences. So we're going to dissect the winning proposal piece by piece. By the end of this, you will have a simple, powerful framework to write proposals that don't just get replies, they get you hired. Let's do this. Before we even think about typing a single word, we have to fix the biggest mistake that at least 90% of freelancers make. We have to stop talking about ourselves. Seriously, your proposal is not about you. It's not a biography of your 8 years of experience, your fancy degree, or a long list of software you've mastered. A client, frankly, does not care about any of that, at least not at first. Here's the reality check. A client posts a job because they have a problem they need gone. They're busy, they're probably stressed, and they're looking for the fastest, most reliable person to make that problem disappear. Your proposal isn't a resume. It's a sales pitch to prove you are the safest, smartest choice to solve their problem. Freelancing isn't about selling what you do. It's about solving what they need. From now on, every single word you write has to pass this test. How does this make the client's life easier? The moment you make that shift from "here's how great I am" to "here's exactly how I can help you," everything changes. Your proposals will get shorter, sharper, and 1,000 times more effective. Alright, let's build a proposal that wins job. I'm going to break it down into 4 critical parts. If you get these 4 things right, you will immediately leapfrog over 90% of your competition. Part 1. The 2-second triage. Your opening. Clients on sites like Upwork get buried in proposals. They don't read them all. They scan them. That means your first 2 sentences, the only things they see in the preview, are everything. This is where you win or lose their click. So forget "their hiring manager" or "to whom it may concern." Your only job is to prove you are a human who read their job post. The fastest way to do this: personalization. First, do a little detective work. Check their review history on the platform to find their name. A simple "hi," the client's name, is much more powerful than a generic greeting. Next, immediately reference a specific detail from their post. Don't just say "I read your description." Prove it. Instead of "I am interested in the social media manager position." Try this: "I saw you're looking for a social media manager to boost engagement for your new line of sustainable pet products." That second one instantly proves you're paying attention. You get the product and you're already thinking about the goals. 2. Proving you understand. The "I get it" paragraph. Okay, you've got their attention. Now you have to build that trust. The best way is to show you genuinely understand their struggle. In your own words, briefly summarize their goal or the challenge they are up against. Think of it like a good doctor. Listen to your symptoms before they start prescribing medicine. It shows you are not just here to sell a service, you are here to solve a problem. It can be as simple as, "It sounds like the main hurdle right here is getting quality traffic to your Shopify store without having to rely on paid ads, which are getting way too expensive." This simple act of listening is so reassuring for a client. It tells them you are not just another freelancer with a template. You are a strategic partner who is already thinking about their business. Part 3, the tailored solution. Here's how I'll help you. So you've shown you get the problem. Now you offer the solution. But again, no generic promises. Keep it brief and laser focused on their needs. Give them a high-level glimpse of your process. Instead of, I'm an SEO expert and I can get you more traffic. Try this. I'll start with a quick content audit to find the gaps in your current blog strategy. From there, I'll create 3 powerhouse articles targeting high-intent keywords to start bringing in that organic search traffic you're looking for. See the difference? It's specific. It shows you have a plan and it gives the client a taste of your expertise without giving the whole farm away. Here's a pro move. End this section with a smart question about their project. This invites them into a conversation. For example, before I map out a full content plan, have you already done any keywords research I can look at? Part 4, the proof. Your relevant wins. Now and only now do you get to talk about yourself. But you have to frame it in the context of the results you've gotten for other people. Don't list your duties. Show off your victories. Instead of, my last job involved writing blog posts for an e-commerce company. Try this. For a similar e-commerce client, I wrote a blog series that boosted their organic traffic by 40% in just 3 months. Numbers are your best friend here. Finally, add your portfolio. But please, do not just dump a link to your entire life's work. Nobody has time for that. Curate it. Pick 1 or 2 projects that are incredibly relevant to their specific project and tell them why they are relevant. For instance, I've attached a case study for a project I did for a similar company, which I think you'll find useful because it shows how I can capture that friendly and informative tone you're going for. Hey, if this is clicking for you and you're ready to stop being ignored on freelance sites, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. I drop new videos every single week with real-world advice to help you build a freelance business that is not just profitable but fun. Alright, enough of theory. Let's put this all into practice. I'm going to pull up a pretty standard job post and we're going to write the perfect proposal together right now using the framework we just covered. Let's say this is the job post. Looking for a freelance writer for weekly blog content for our company. Pick fitness. We sell online workout programs for busy professionals. Need someone who gets SEO and can write in an engaging, motivational tone. The goal is to increase newsletter sign-ups for our blog. Okay, let's get to it. First, I'm checking the client's history for a name. Yep, found it. Her name is Sarah. Let's write this thing. Hi Sarah, I saw your post looking for a writer for peak fitness and I had to reach out. Helping busy professionals get fit with great content isn't just something I do. It's something I love. It sounds like your main goal is to use the blog not just for traffic but as a powerful engine for your newsletter growth. My approach would be to build each article around a specific pain point for your audience. Think how to squeeze a workout on a crazy schedule and then weave in a strong natural call to action to get those readers excited to sign up for your newsletter. I just helped a similar online wellness brand double its subscriber list from its blog in about 4 months. I've attached that case study since the strategy we use would be a great starting point for you. Quick question, do you have a target for how many subscribers you're hoping to get each month? Best. Then you add your name and send. That's it. Notice how short it is? Probably under 150 words. It's personal. It proves I understand their real business goal. It offers a specific approach, gives them concrete proof, and asks a simple question to get the conversation started. That proposal is getting a reply. To wrap this up, let's do a quick lightning round of the red flags that gets your proposal thrown straight into the digital trash can. Number 1, the obvious template. Clients can smell a copy-pasted proposal a mile away. If you start with dear sir or madam, you're already lost. Number 2, making it all about you. If your first paragraph is a novel about your life story and skills, you're gone. It's about them, not you. Number 3, writing an epic poem. There are busy people. Keep it short and easy to scan. Aim for 150 words, 200 marks. Use short paragraphs. Number 4, forgetting the next step. Don't leave them hanging. Always end with a clear, easy next step. A simple question or an invitation to chat is perfect. So there you have it. The goal isn't to send more proposals. It's to send smarter ones. The formula is simple. Lead with personalization. Prove you understand their problem. Offer a tailored solution. Back it up with relevant proof and keep it short. If you do that, you will stop feeling like you're wasting your time and start having real conversations with clients who are excited to work with you. To make this even easier, I've put together a free PDF with the proposal template we built today, plus a checklist of what to do before you hit send. You can grab that for free at the link in the description. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the single most frustrating thing about writing proposals for you? Drop it in the comments below. I try to read and reply to as many as I can. Stop guessing, start implementing, and go land those clients. You've got this.